deal with the fear, anger, and grief that people felt after September 11th. For artists like singer-songwriter Suzanne Vega, you write songs that hopefully add some perspective. She put together a collection of songs about 9/11 that were performed and written by musicians who call New York home. Please welcome the very talented Suzanne Vega.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. This is not an easy day for anybody. And how did this particular CD come together?
It came together because I have a friend whose brother died in the attacks, and we're part of a group that's been together a long time, a writers group, and we get together every Monday, and we sing songs that we've written the week before. So in the weeks that followed, we were still getting together, and I started to hear some of the songs that are on this album. I started to hear people expressing how they felt about what happened, and I felt the songs were really beautiful. And at the same time, I was doing interviews for my own record, and people kept asking me, how is New York? What's happening in New York? Have you written songs? Do you know people who are writing songs about it? And I did. So I collected it together into this album, which is called Vigil. And so all the proceeds will be going to Windows of Hope charity.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Did it make you feel better doing it?
It made me feel better than doing nothing. Yeah, it made me feel at least that I could contribute in some way to helping get the city, you know, help contribute in whatever way I could.
I think it's just Americans' nature to help. And when you couldn't, that was the worst part.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a really horrible feeling to feel immobilized that way. So,
how do you think the city's doing these days?
Better, yes. I think it's doing better. I think there's a lot of people who are looking forward, are trying to look forward and move past what happened.
Right.
But it's hard. It's really not like any other time we've experienced.
No, we have nothing to reference it by. But I've heard the song. It's very beautiful, and it is called?
It's called It Hit Home.
It Hit Home. All right. Yeah. Suzanne Vega.
No one admits they ever cry in public. Lately we all do because we must. We do because a man stands at the bottom of a building looking for his brother's body in the dust. It hit home. It still does. It hits home. And it makes me feel the pain within my being, like the breaking of a heart or of a bone. To think about that day and to imagine every moment of my neighbors in that devastated place close to my own. It hit, it still does, it hits home. I am no great patriot, I never wear the flag, and I can only sing the songs that I'm supposed to in a crowd. But if I travel to Chicago or just take the train downtown, I see the grace that's under pressure, and that's what I report out loud. It hit home. It still does. It hits home. And people, when they're hungry, become crazy. If it's a baby or a nation we discuss, anger turns to action, turns to danger. We get mean and feel that living isn't worth much, and it's either them or us. It hit home. It still does. It hits home. I am no great patriot, I never wear the flag, and I can only sing the songs that I'm supposed to in a crowd. But if I travel to Chicago or just take the train downtown, I see the grace that's under pressure, and that's what I report out loud. It hit home. It still does. It hits home. It hit home. Still does. It hits home.
Thank you so much. We made a donation to your charity, so everyone in the audience has a copy of this beautiful CD. And if you'd like to buy it, you can go to www.vigilcd.org, and all the proceeds go to the Windows of Hope charity. It's so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
It's healing hearing your beautiful voice.
Well, thank you.
Music is very healing. You can also see Suzanne and her friends perform songs from the CD at the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., and it's a free concert, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A free concert, and it's this Friday, September 13th. Please stay tuned for author Sharon Salzberg. She's brilliant, and we'll be right back.
Thank you so much.